So I looked into a lot of alien guys. There are a lot of guys out there that believe in aliens. Now, one thing I did find that I can't get because it was a whole weird argument. It would have been hard to read, but there are a group of people in the alien subreddit who believe that the mods are aliens.
Oh, wow.
Well, listen, if you were like a heavy duty believer, it wouldn't be far-fetched to think that the aliens would try to get a hold of this fucking subreddit of all subreddits. Right?
And spread disinformation.
I would be really disappointed if they did, like, extraterrestrial life came down and what they wanted to do is moderate Reddit.
Well, moderate r/alien.
But Jack, they're not just wanting to mod any old Reddit. They want to because they know this is a huge piece, an area where information is being spread about aliens. If they can control that narrative online, then that could be very powerful for them.
It's much more. It's much more on r/UFOs because there are very strict rules on the UFO subreddit. Like
nobody wants to moderate a subreddit about themselves.
No,
that's how I know it's not true. It's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. The aliens,
Brian, you wouldn't want to be a mod on r/murder, no. Brian.
I would.
Brian hates when I even bring up that Reddit.
That's the scariest.
There is one. You have one?
Yeah, there is one. There is.
I don't have one personally. No. I have nothing that I will never see it.
It's about him, though. It's about him. The only reason we ever found out about it was because somebody was like came into the Discord and was like, "Hey, I don't get why all the people on the Reddit hate Chris so much." And I was like, "Oh man, I had no idea," And then so I went and looked at it, and yeah, there was
apparently one for my show too, and I hate it. It's like
you just can't.
My existence, and just because it's like. It's like a nearly perfect reviewed show, but there's like probably like 12 guys out there who just have complaints about various episodes, and people have like Yelp instincts. I don't know why people have there's a Yelp instinct in people's brain where they need to go file a complaint somewhere instead of just moving on with their day
and listening to another show that that was always my point was like, hey, just if you
listen to something else,
like I'm the co-host, I'm the co-host of it. I get it, you don't like me a lot, whatever, but just find another one that where you like both the hosts. You'll be able to find it, I guarantee.
That's a good point. I do have to say the main reasons that the aliens would be mods, according to these guys, is to post wacky stuff.
Okay.
And then
to make them seem crazy. But I think that's would be the aliens' plan.
It's smart. I'll tell you that. If you're trying to hide, and you want to hide, you got to fight. Because listen, all alien guys are probably just on Reddit. I couldn't find a forum or anything.
Yeah, Reddit is Reddit. I mean, the r/UFO is a huge subreddit. It is like a massive subreddit with a lot of members, millions of members.
Yeah,
but it's got a lot of rules. That's the problem with that one is they will just, if you say like, I don't know, that seems like bullshit. They're like, bounced. You're out of here. You're fucking banned. You're not allowed to say that somebody might be crazy. Somebody that comes on and says something like, here, I got one.
Like you're saying sometimes. Okay, so. Sometimes people will say stuff that's like really, really out there. And then if you sort of question it as being maybe like potentially like a delusional or something like that, then they'll come down hard on that.
So let me read you this. This is from r/aliens. And this is the type of thing that somebody might call stupid and get kicked off the UFO subreddit for. Soft disclosure in recent movies. Anybody notice some significant, quote, alien references in recent movies? Maybe I'm reading too much into things lately, but I felt like sharing some thoughts. I don't mean to spoil the movies either, so I don't want to get too specific. Two main examples come to my head. The first being Dune 2. I just thought the movie portrayed a lot of anti-gravity technology, which is advanced tech that is supposedly obtained by non-human things. And I forget what the NHI, non-human individuals, more than I remember being mentioned in the novel, people repeatedly jumping from spaceships and floating back and forth between the ground and the ships. I thought the humans on Dune had to wait for extraction ships because otherwise the big wormies would eat them. Obviously, I know it's supposed to be sci-fi, but just seems like they portrayed technology in the movie was different from the book. My second example is Kung Fu Panda 4.
Okay. Right.
I love Jack Black and I love the series, but I had to ponder some things as I watched it with my kids. The main villain is a chameleon, but still, they literally call her a reptilian multiple times. Not a reptile, which is what a chameleon is, but a reptilian. But she's not a Oh, okay. She's anthropomorphized. But anyway, they open portals to the spirit realm, which to me was the source that the NHI talked about. The villain also steals soul energy. Just makes just makes a good fantasy story, but made me raise my eyebrows a little. Poe is helped by a gray. So
you've noticed that there's I do know I saw a movie called Aliens where there was some pretty strong messaging, I feel like, that led me to believe that aliens might be real as well.
Well, also in Dune, every character in that movie is technically an extraterrestrial.
True.
And I don't think it's ever specified that they're human.
Oh, maybe they
Paul Atreides being human. I don't know if that was ever specified.
But even if it is, I mean, again, they say it's a sci-fi movie and book. Like
it's not real.
It has like alien. Even if they're not all, it has aliens in it.
Sorry to anybody listening if they did specify in a later book that Paul Atreides is human or they're human. No, just don't get mad at me. Also, nobody get mad at me the entire.
Don't
episode.
get mad at John.
I've intentionally not waded into any of like the modern UFO theories really on my show because there are so many and people get so mad.
Don't get dramatic about it.
Do you believe in aliens, Jack? Do you believe aliens are real?
I mean, belief is an interesting word. I don't like, here's what I'll say. I'm very open-minded. I'm willing to be open to very, very outlandish things. That being said, sometimes I'll see stuff where their line of thinking is very funny. Like what we just saw with the movie thing, you know?
Kung Fu Panda too.
Okay, like if this is real, why would they be seeding out this information via Jack Black in the fourth Kung Fu Panda movie?
Yeah, why'd they wait till the fourth movie? Why didn't they? Yeah,
and like,
have you heard this? We know for a fact that the Air Force has worked with Hollywood to influence some movies. Which movies do in your opinion, have some disclosed information in them? So I got a list of those too.
Well, famously, recently they were involved in what's it called, right? The Tom Cruise
Top Gun, yeah.
No, this is different. This guy says Stargate SG-1 had an Air Force advisor. One of my favorite shows of all time, and probably has tidbits of truth sprinkled in. So, watch that.
Stargate. There was like some sort of convention at the hotel I worked at.
It's Star Trek.
No. This was Stargate. It was with
Star Wars.
It was with Richard Dean Anderson, right? He was in Stargate.
Matlock.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, fucking not Matlock.
No, he's MacGyver. Yeah, the guy from MacGyver was also in that because I remember he was there at the hotel.
It's interesting because I don't think I believe, and I know that in the place I grew up, which is very rednecky, right? That the thing that they would say to you is, "You're fucking stupid." If you think we're the only planet with life on it. And I always just kept it quiet that I was like, I don't know about that. I think we could be the only planet with life on it, you know? And like, I'm as sort of atheist as you can be without being super like Ricky Gervais annoying. Like, I don't believe in anything really. I just, you know, that's been my thing, and it's the world's dumbest guys that say that anyway. You know, you'd be an idiot. You know, let's
say for the sake of the episode that I believe.
Nice.
Okay, you're gonna be the heavy duty believer. I will say that I feel like in seriousness I'm similar to Jack, where I'm very open to believing, but I do feel like there would be some level of concrete evidence.
Well, I think I have some.
Like something that was like concrete, but I don't know that you could withhold that type of information in the modern day. I don't know. Maybe.
What about this?
I guess like I probably do believe. I more believe than I don't believe. It would actually be really stupid of me to say that I don't. No, but I don't like. It's not my life.
It doesn't.
I guess it is my life.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when you go out,
I'm not like falling asleep thinking about this stuff.
Yeah,
yeah. When you go out with people, this isn't probably what you talk about.
No, because I go out with people.
Yeah, this guy.
I want them to continue inviting me out.
This guy says, I read somewhere that Star Wars was made to subconsciously imprint into the public mind the truth that an actual intergalactic war between a negatively orientated ET empire and benevolent ET rebels actually occurred and was the cause for the calamity on Mars.
Where'd you read that? Where did he read? Because he said that he read that. So I'm wondering where he read that. If he could,
his own notebook.
Did he just, maybe cite your source on that one? It's a pretty bold claim to make.
And this guy says, a much more likely answer is that movies take help from things like the Air Force in order to not get stuff wrong and look silly. There's no need to suggest disclosure has anything to do with it. So our OP gets back and he goes, you looked at the reason for one side and totally forgot to consider the other one. Why does the Air Force help out in many cases for free?
Well, obviously because they want to like create propaganda, on like low level propaganda is what they're, they want to like create a good image of themselves.
Well, that's brought up here. This guy says, because it's propaganda, make us look good and we'll help you out. Get things reasonably accurate as a possible kids recruitment tool. Anyone thinking that alien information was disclosed by Invasion Earth or some other programs or films is really low on the intelligence spectrum, which is such an alien guy. And then our original poster comes back and says, it's already been confirmed. We don't need your opinion on it.
Do they? Here's the thing. Do they all believe the recent leaker guy?
It seems like everybody sort of believes. Yes, they believe that anybody that's been in front of Congress, they believe that Jimmy Carter. They believe Jimmy Carter saw an alien. Do you know that story, Jack?
Yeah, I do.
So they believe he saw an alien, and that's true, and that he has a dead man. Is he dead yet? Is Jimmy Carter dead yet?
He's chilling, surprisingly.
Oh, they said he has a dead man switch, so that when he dies, we're going to find out what he found out, that aliens are God. Like, that's how religion came. Because he said he saw video. He was like, oh, when I become president, I'll declassify all the alien stuff because I saw a UFO when I was a kid at a Lions Club meeting or whatever. And then he got to be president and he never did it. And the reason he said he didn't is because they showed him a video of aliens and it made him cry. And he didn't think the world was ready for it, is my understanding of the story.
He's right, though. At that time, a lot of like men specifically were not ready to cry at all.
This guy says, how about this one? This guy goes, Captain Marvel is one of the MCU projects that the CIA is known to have collaborated on. The movie about shape-shifting aliens becoming war refugees on our planet, unbeknownst to us. So they
probably have. Here's the thing: the CIA probably did have their hands in the Marvel movies, but like not for that reason.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because they're again like they are involved in them, but it's all for like propaganda. It doesn't have anything to do.
That's the thing. Like I'm fully on board with like conspiracy theories. Like many of them are true. Conspiracies are being done. There might be aliens. Something is happening, but like I don't know if I agree with like any of these people about what it is.
Yeah, I think.
And I find it interesting that they all believe that David Grush guy, which maybe it's true, but I wasn't super compelled when it came out. I don't know if you guys.
What was the what? No, I don't know about. Just for anyone who's listening who doesn't know what that leak is.
He was the recent one, he testified. It was huge. You know, it was like Tucker Carlson was talking about it. Like this was like the biggest one yet. It would be cool if it was real, but you know, he was kind of doing the, I have a girlfriend, but you wouldn't know her. She goes to a different school. But for aliens, he was sort of like, I have all this info. I can't tell you about it. I have so much to disclose. I'm disclosing the fact that I'm going to disclose it. You know, kind of like how DJs are like, very exciting announcement coming in 2 weeks. I'm here to announce that there's going to be an announcement. It was just
getting real hype built up.
It
was
like, he didn't really reveal too much. So it was frustrating to me because it's like, dude, if you're going to be a whistleblower, part of that is you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you got to blow that
That's
whistle.
like part of blowing the whistle. Otherwise, what are you doing?
Yeah.